Good evening, Blue Nation. Welcome to episode 31 of the Andy's Man Club Mersey Blue podcast. With me tonight is our American correspondent, Marco. How are you, mate?
Doing great, bud. Checking in this week from Lake Tahoe, California.
Oh, excellent, mate. A very happy Martin Luther King Day to you all over there in the States. We are missing Carl tonight, who is still laid up, but in our thoughts. Spoke to him this afternoon, and he will be back for the Leeds United pod. So, Godspeed and get well soon, buddy. Last shout out is to our friend Chris Darracott, who of course was on the show last week of In the Blue Corner over on YouTube. Pop over, give him a follow, and tell him that the boys from MVP sent you. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. What a fucking result, Mark.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm absolutely made up. We were able to go into the house of a top three club. It's vying for a Champions League spot, and we took 3 road points.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Okay, so we lined up 4-2-3-1. Jordan Pickford between the sticks, Nathan Patterson at right back, Big Jake and Tarky in the middle, and Miko at left back. Midfield in front of them, Merlin Roll and Jimmy Garner, Dwight McNeil, Young Harrison Armstrong, Jackie G and Barry. So, yeah, let's go for the first half. So, I thought that we started the game really well. Merlin Roll actually hit the post after 11 seconds. Geordie kicks the ball long. It hits Thierry Barry on the edge of the area. He has a little bit of a layoff. There's Roll. It wasn't the cleanest of touches, but you know, he caught it. The ball beat the keeper and hits the post. So what an absolutely fantastic start. 22 minutes in, we win a corner. The ball goes to the back post where Jackie G hits a nice clean volley that's blocked, but a nice effort all the same. 10 minutes later, just after the half hour, Merlin Roll passes to Mikolenko. He shoots from long range, only to see the effort tipped over by the keeper. And then a moment of contention. So Jimmy Garner crosses the ball into the box, and there's Big Jake, who jumps up, he heads the ball into the back of the net, and it's ruled out for offside. Goes to VAR. I'm not really sure why. If anyone can explain that to me, please do. And then just before half time, Villa come close themselves to opening the scoring. Tielemans, he crosses over to Gisand. He catches like a looping header, and it looks like Jordan's just like thinking it's going to go over the bar, and it comes down and actually bounces off the crossbar. So that would have been really, really fluky there. But, you know, you live and you learn. The referee blows the whistle, ending an entertaining half and a solid battling Everton performance. Half time, Villa 0, Everton 0. Marco, give me your thoughts, my friend.
Yeah, Merlin going down and putting that one off the post in the first 10 seconds was, pretty refreshing. As far as the 2025 transfers go, I was really high on him. So it was nice to see him play aggressive like that. Jack was running around pretty aggressively that first half. It was nice to see that as well. I'm not a fan of Martinez at all. He's kind of always playing head games and being a little bit obnoxious back there. So I was hoping to penetrate him in that first half. It wasn't to be, except for the goal there that was disallowed by VAR. The general consensus amongst the various chat groups that I'm a part of, it seems like VAR was going to back up the officials on the field, even though it was the wrong call. And that's been pretty consistent for Everton. I don't see how that was offsides, but I think they were saving face maybe for the official. I'm not sure. I thought the whole point of VAR was to get the call correct. Nothing that I've seen on any of the footy boards or, like I said, in my messenger groups seem to agree with the league. And And we're always pretty honest, and more than happy to be critical. We can't figure out why that goal was disallowed, but alas, it was. And I thought Jordan played great that first half. Again, I'll say week in, week out. I think we take the guy for granted a little bit, but he did get caught flat-footed there. The one time that that header went off the crossbar. I'll also venture to say that Villa had some great passes into the area and didn't get always the best shots off. I thought that they could have made a little bit more of the chances that they had, but they either put it right on goal or put it high or put it wide. And then the few times that we can count on Jordan per game to come up with big saves, he did. So absolutely stoked about that. Still, though, when you look at the stats, when you look at the tail of the tapes, Villa doubled us up in almost every offensive category. They doubled us up on shots. They doubled us up on possession time. Almost doubled us up on shots on target, shots blocked, corners they had us beat, crosses they had us more than doubled up, passes they had us more than doubled up. The only category that we led in was offsides, one which was, of course, that disallowed goal. About the same in fouls, so we were playing the same amount of aggressive defensive football. But we stole that. I feel that we got away with that half with our skin. And, that's part of evolving into being a competitive football club. You're not always going to win the stats, but if you can bend without breaking, especially on a road in a very hostile barn that is Villa Park for a very competitive club, I think that's great. So I'm pretty happy with the first half.
Yeah, it really was a stalwart performance in the first half. Okay, thanks for that, Mark. I agree with all those points, mate. Let's go over to our amazing sponsors, Andy's Man Club. Life is hard, and we all have bad days. There are times when we feel we can't cope. This is the time we need to reach out and talk to someone. Andy's Man Club offers local support groups nationwide, running every Monday from 7 p.m, except on bank holidays. In these groups, men can open up about the issues affecting their lives in a safe, non-judgmental environment. Our clubs are designed to be free of pressure. There is no obligation for men to speak, they can simply listen if they wish. Find us today at www.andysmanclub.co.uk. Help one guy, save one life. Andy's Man Club, it's good to talk. Welcome back, Blues. That was our amazing sponsors, Andy's Man Club. Remember, lads, it's good to talk. Please, please don't hold it in. Okay, so the second half, I thought it was quite a feisty first 15 minutes. Quite a few strong tackles from both sides. And for me, an excellent one from young Nathan Patterson, dropping Wendia, being my highlight. He actually did get the ball. The lad went over. But I thought, it's nice to see that little bit of effort and fight. It's always nice to see a good tackle. Gets the crowd up for it. And then we hit the hour mark and Everton opened the scoring. A horrible defensive error. I think it was Pau Torres. He lets Dwight McNeil in. McNeil shoots. His shot is parried by the keeper. And there is the Everton alert, Thierry Barry. He pounces on the rebound. He does a beautiful, beautiful deft little chip over the keeper and into the back of the Villa net. Absolutely lovely to see the kid score. Really nice goal. 1-0 to the Toffees. And a true poacher finish for young Thierry. Villa start to push on for an equaliser, and only a fantastic save on 71 minutes from Jordan Pickford, a full stretch, denied Morgan Rogers a surefire goal. Massive, massive save from Jordan at 1-0. Villa make a couple of subs and continue to push on in search for that elusive equaliser. The Blues, we stand strong to a man. We defend the pressure well. Beto comes on 82 minutes for the really impressive Thierry Barry. And then the boys see out the remainder of the game with some stalwart defending at the end to take all 3 points in a hard-fought win. Full time, Villa 0, the mighty Blues 1. Marco, give me your thoughts on that second half and Thierry Barry's beautiful finish.
Yeah, so I can't remember who it was that got the nice through pass and then made a good run right up the middle of the pitch. And he got tackled right as he was crossing the area. And I kind of felt like, all right, Everton just made a Everton just did an Everton and we're about to get penalized. I feel like we got away with one. Not that it would have been deserving on its merit, but deserving because those are the types of penalties that Everton get. So for us to not get called on that, I got a cheeky grin on now because I kind of feel like the luck on the borderline call finally went our way a little bit. And then you fast forward a few minutes, you're watching Tierno. He doesn't have a great first touch still. Um, he's getting better at holding up the ball. He's getting better with his time and space. So we watch him score that goal, and I'm watching it on a low def TV here. I thought that Martinez actually got a piece of it, and that's why it went up so high before it lobbed into the back of the net. But that wasn't the case at all. He put a daft chip on him. That was sweet. And then the icing on the cake was that cheeky celebration where instead of doing his arrow, instead of doing his Beto stomp, he looks around and he says, "Who, me?" I love that. That's great. And in case you guys didn't know this in Toffee World, that's his fourth goal in 5 matches. So I thought it was kind of silly when he said, I'm channeling my inner Romelu Kaku, because he doesn't score those types of goals. He doesn't score those laser cannon type goals. But the statistics sheet would lead you to believe otherwise. He's got 4 goals now in 5 matches. So we're starting to see him come alive. I think there's a lot there to work with. He's only going to get better because he's young. And like I was saying before, I don't like Martinez at all. He's always running his mouth. He's always sort of trying to get in the heads of opposing players. And I don't think that chip could have happened to a better goaltender, sort of bring him down a notch, especially in front of his home crowd. So I love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. And then, like you said, to round out the rest of the game, the boys bent. They didn't break. Jordan Pickford, again, we're able to take him for granted. He rose to the occasion when the time counted. I thought he faced more pressure in that second half, especially in the closing minutes. And it was great to see. We finally did what successful teams do. We didn't necessarily outplay the other team, but we were still able to steal points and to hold on to a lead, which over the last few years we've not been able to do. It was great. It was a great win. We found the points where we needed to, when we needed to do it, and I'm stoked about that. Looking forward to the next match. I just hope we can keep that energy. And considering that AFCON is done and our bench is about to get a whole lot thicker, I think we can do that. I am a little ignorant in one case here. Did Adam Asnew get any minutes this last game?
No.
See, I kind of feel that was a little failure on Moisey's part. I kind of feel like Adam deserved to get 10, 15 minutes closing out. But now, to be fair, I understand that when you're up in Villa or at Villa with a 1-0 lead, it may not be the best idea to bring on a young guy. But I don't know. Even though we took the win, you still want to see the bench develop so that we don't rely so heavily on the starters all the time. But overall, great result, and I'm looking forward to the next match.
Yeah, I think Moisey got it spot on, to be fair. Just the one substitution, Beto, for Barry, who'd worked his ass off. Young Asnew had a really good game against Sunderland. He come in, he done well. His day will come. It really, really will. I say, just like Mark, I am just over the fucking moon. I haven't had this stupid grin taken off my face since full time yesterday. Just brilliant. I said to everyone who listened, and everybody who wouldn't, I just don't care, had to rip their arm off for a point before kick-off, because Villa is one of them places that, traditionally we don't do well at. It's one of the great old English stadiums, like the old lady used to be, hard place to go, and they are, or like they were, like Crystal Palace were, on a run that was brought to a close by Moisey's boys and those mighty Toffees. So just a couple of final thoughts before we pop off. Like I say, absolutely fantastic, fucking unbelievable win. We'd not won in the league at Villa Park for 10 years before yesterday. So we've got that monkey off our back. A great, hard-working performance from the whole team for me. I didn't see any weakness. Like Mark had said there, several times we bent under some, sustained Villa pressure, but we never broke. And I want to give special mentions to Jimmy Garner, Merlin Roll, Tierno Barry, as well as Harrison Armstrong, who I felt put in really good performances yesterday. There's a match going on, a time recording now. We are at 8:30 on the 19th of January, 8:30 p.m. I think it's Brighton and Bournemouth are playing. But as we stand right now, Everton are 10th in the table after that win yesterday. And we move on to the Dixie and Leeds United next Monday, where hopefully we will be back, like Everton, to full strength. Hopefully Carl will be joining Marco and I on that one. All's left to do is say thanks, Mark. Been fantastic again, mate, to chew the fat and talk about our beloved Toffees and that unbelievable win yesterday.
Yeah, mate, absolutely an unbelievable win. Now we face Leeds. Do we play those guys at home, or are we up at Bell End Road?
No, we're at the Dixie.
We're at the Dixie. Okay, wonderful. Well, Leeds has been punching above their weight a little bit. As you know, DCL has been producing for them, and he's healthy. But their form as of late has been 3 draws, 1 loss, and then they won this past week. So I think it's 3 points we can take at the Dixie. We haven't been playing as well there as we've been playing at Goodison Park. Or as well that we've been playing, on the road. So something's got to turn around in our new barn. Still a little bit sterile, but that's up to us to do. And hopefully that the players respond. But yeah, feeling great about the result, feeling great about the match coming up, and up the fucking Toffees.
Up the fucking Toffees. We'll catch you all on the next one.